You see, when we allow ourselves the understanding of practical mysticism, which means we take a mystical idea and learn how to do what? Be one with it and see it in our life by doing something with it, by thinking as it thinks, not just thinking about it. This is what the science of mind teaching is all about. And when we come to understand it better and better and better and better, we find out something. We find that we are greater than we ever thought we were. That we have more power than we think we have. We have more creativity than we think we have. We have more intelligence than we think we have. We have more abilities than we think we have. In the wonderful book, Creative Mind, and this is where this quote was, I'll give you another quote, where Dr. Holmes says, "Spirit creates through law. The law is always mind in action. Mind cannot act unless intelligence sets it in motion." Say that. Mind cannot act unless intelligence sets it in motion. I love it. You know, Emma Curtis Hopkins said we're dealing with universal intelligence, and the only way to deal with it is intelligently. Nothing in New Thought ever asks you to park your brains in the car before you walk through the doors. Okay. How many been to one of those? Park your brains and come on in. There's no bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, there's no magic, there's no anything other than the power of infinite mind in action as us applied to the now that we're in. Dr. Holmes continues, listen to it again, spirit creates through law. The law is always mind in action. Mind cannot act unless intelligence sets it in motion. In the great universal mind, man is a center of intelligence, and every time he thinks, he sets mind into action. Now, our challenge is to take this very day, the day that we're in right now, and set law into motion in a positive way for us. How many would like a change for the better, at least in one place of your life? Okay. Everyone say, whatever has prevented the change is now release. The consciousness of change is now my way. I now find out what it is. Cooperate with it. Embrace it. Enhance it. Let it be a launching pad. See, we have a process in spiritual mind treatment. You heard Jerry move through it this morning. All of our practitioners in religious science know this. It is, everybody say with me, recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, release. Now when we release it to the great law of mind that knows what to do and how to do it and does it. When the artist mixes the paint together, they mix whatever red, blue, and what? Green? No, red, blue, and yellow. Okay, red, blue, and yellow. How many know red, blue, and yellow do all of it? You can mix them up, change them up. Okay, but they release it, what? Because they understand the law of color, and they then release it onto the canvas by way of their own talent, and they paint the picture. The artist is not the picture, but the artist paints the picture. Your life is something you are painting. You are the artist of your experience. Life is a song we're singing, we're told, and the challenge is to sing it and to be it. Everyone say, recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, release. I apply my thought in that order and let the demonstration happen. Now, if you were to say to yourself, change for the better is good enough to be true, I now become that change. You do that by way of understanding that you are what? Aware that there is one presence, one mind, one action in this thing called life. You are one with it. It now cooperates with your idea, and you give birth to the beautiful. You give birth to the beautiful how? By way of acceptance. By way of acceptance and experiencing the best within yourself. Someone said once, the glory of the universe is its infinite variety. and power to come together to create beauty. The glory of the universe is its infinite variety and the power to come together and create beauty. I'm quoting myself. That's from my book. That's what the universe wants to do. It wants to create the beautiful. It is always successful. And if we're going to explore this amazing potential that we have, which is unlimited, and to honor it, what we need to do, as Jesus taught 2,000 years ago, he taught what? The finished kingdom. He taught us to do what? To celebrate it before anything in the world sees it. As you think in your heart, so are you. Good. Not as you think about something, but as you think in your heart. Are you thinking like the success you want? Are you thinking like the answer you want? Are you finding a reason for limitation, a reason for doubt, a reason for fear? Everyone say, if I keep dwelling on the reason for doubt, the effect of doubt will stay in my life. You hear me? See? So what do you want? I love it. There's a story that is one that I've told before, but I think it makes a great illustration of not understanding things. There was a Amish boy and his father. They were visiting a mall for the first time. They were amazed by everything they saw because they'd never seen it before, and so they walked into this building, and there were these two shining walls that kept going apart and coming back together. The lad who was with his father said, "What is that, Daddy?" The father didn't know what it was because he had never seen an elevator before, and he just didn't know how to explain it. He said, "I have no idea what it is." While they were standing there, this little old lady in a wheelchair comes rolling up to it, and the walls open up, and she rolls inside of it, and walls close, and thing moves up above, and all of a sudden the walls open up, and a beautiful 24-year-old young lady walks out, and the Amish father looked over at his son and said, "Go get your mother." Ah, yes. I think Jim sent me that joke. Now, what if we could just change our mind and have something new walk into our world? What if we could just change our attitude and have something beautiful happen right where we are? Everyone say, a good religious science teacher does not feed their students with an eyedropper.